Hey everybody, how the heck are ya? I'm Fastidious and welcome back to my channel. It is day 69 in the free-to-play series. What a milestone. So we finished that champ training event from yesterday. We got the 14,250 points. We got another legendary book, which is awesome. But then today I woke up, right when that one ended, a new one started, a new champ training tournament, and my group is really easy. So now it's just 4 more days of more champ training. Have fun. But that's what we're doing. We got to do it. I explained it all in the video. Also, I finally made a decision on Ruel. Are we going for him? Kind of. Stay tuned for more on that. And also, this is the wet hair edition. The messy hair edition was such a hit in the free-to-play series. Now we got the wet hair edition. Anyway, guys, stick with me for now. Let's hop on in.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
Here we go, guys. It is day 69 in the free-to-play series. Please comment below with nice. Anyway, what do we got going on? Clan versus clan. I was worried this wasn't coming because they said bi-weekly, and 2 weeks ago, as I talked about yesterday in yesterday's video, it was 2 weeks ago. It was on Tuesday, right? So it should have been today. Today's Tuesday when I'm filming. But it's actually happening Wednesday. I don't care. I'm just happy it's coming because we have been saving our books. Speaking of books, transition. Will it load? Here we go. Champ training event. It's over, but we did finish and min-maxed that pretty dang well. 14,254. We only went 4 points over. Let's snag that guy. That's a legendary skill tome. So let's do a little book peek in. Oh, look at that new tournament position. That's coming up in just a second. But first, I want to actually start in the daily login rewards. It is day 69 in the free-to-play series, but day 70 is just a cool. What? Where can we check? Let's go to Faction Wars. You can check, right? It's 15 minutes and 36 seconds away, and we're going to get another book. So let's add that to our total when we do our little book check-in right now. So that's another epic book. Why do we care about books right now specifically? Of course, we always want books. But the reason we're pumped about them is because clan versus clan, that's one of the best ways to get points for your clan. So I've mentioned multiple times, I thought about it. I'm not hoarding my epic books on this account because we just need them pretty desperately for Deacon as soon as we get them. I will save that one we're about to get, though, in whatever, 15, 14 minutes now, until the tournament starts in 9 or 10 hours, whatever that said. But I have been saving legendary books. You know, it's not much, but it's only a day 69 free-to-play account. And we have thrown, I believe, 11 books. Let's double-check that. 11 books onto Yoshi way back in the day. So 4, 5, yeah, that's 11 books. But these 4, they're not going to Yoshi, as cool as it would be if they landed on the A3. And honestly, I don't regret these books. I really don't. They could have been better used, but I didn't know Brogni was coming. I didn't know how insane he was going to be, and Yoshi's what we need at the time, and I didn't know we were going to get Claude. If I knew we were going to get Claude, then yeah, I wouldn't have booked Yoshi. But it's still okay. We still use him in Arena. I don't see him getting replaced anytime soon, and having those 2 books in the A3 for the 100% True Fear, it really makes a difference. But we got these 4 books for Brogni. So Brogni's moves, they're all good. The A1 obviously is the least interesting. You get 2 damage books into it, and then 3 books to get 15% chance more to make it a 60% chance of landing HP burn. HP burn whatever. For now, we have 2 other HP burn champions on our current clan boss team, in Yoshi on his A2, which I think is 100% now that it's booked up. And then, of course, Coffin Smasher on his A2, which is, I don't know, 75% or something. So we always have HP burn up anyway. That doesn't matter. So I'd love for it to skip there. The A2 is really great. Guys, you're familiar with Brogni, but I'll just go real quick. It's an AoE with books out to 100% chance, 3-turn cooldown, if you book it out, of removing 1 buff from all enemies. So an AoE single buff strip, and then you also have an AoE single buff debuff cleanse. Then you also get this little shield booster, really unique skill only to him in the game, where you can buff the shield in terms of actual quality, the value of the shield. And it's 30% of the damage inflicted. We're not going to build him for damage, so we don't really care about this move. It's really cool to have the single buff strip of your enemies and the single debuff cleanse of the allies. But if we get him going right, I don't think we should ever really have that many debuffs up, because what we care all about is the A3. Number one thing I love about it, well, there's 2 things that make it insane, but there's 3 buffs it puts out, right? Block debuffs, increase attack, and shield. The block debuffs is just crazy. Having block debuffs, if we get the books, and I will keep booking him until we get 2 books here, and then we will reevaluate. So theoretically, we could have 2 books left over, and then we can see, do we throw him on Yoshi? Do we keep sticking with Brogni? That's a decision to be made. But this move, 3-turn cooldown with 2 turns of block debuffs is so awesome, especially when we're going to get him going really fast. Really good uptime on block debuffs. He's going to have lasting gifts too when we actually do his masteries from the support tree, which gives us 30% chance for the debuffs to last, the buffs, excuse me, that he puts out to last longer. So it's going to be really good. That's just fantastic. So good to not let your opponents be able to put more damage on you by putting a decreased defense, weaken that stuff, but also not let them CC you with stuns, all that kind of crowd control stuff, stuns, freezes, true fears, all of that. And then also the second thing that just make increased attack, whatever. We've got increased attack so many different places at this point. You know, we can get it from Yoshi, we can get it from Sachi, so on. But the shield, man, it's a good shield. 30% of this champion's max HP. Everyone knows he's got a ton of max HP, almost 23,000 health points. And then that can't be stripped, which is crazy. So he's going to be so good in the arena when you go up against like the Madame Cerises of the world. Or maybe even theoretically, if this ability wasn't like this, another Underpriest Brogni with the A2, with the single buff strip. It could be that. Because it is one random buff. But yeah, this A3, I really hoped with these 4 books we get at least one in the A3. We had such horrible luck with Yoshi. Let's just recap it. I know some people are newer, so maybe you didn't go back and watch all the old Yoshi videos. I do not blame you. But we got all booked out the A1, which I couldn't care less about. All that for 10% more of a chance of the stun. I mean, it's cool, but who cares? And then we got freaking 5 books into the A2 Flaming Spirits, which this move I hate. I've mentioned many times. The part of the reason I don't want to book out Yoshi more and finish him off is because I don't even want this on a less cooldown. I actually think this move is kind of a liability until it gets fixed. I don't think it's going to get fixed. This move is a straight up random hitter. I've demoed it in the past. But yeah, if you're new, maybe you haven't seen it. 2 times at random. It's literally at random. So if you're going up against another team, you're going to target their Gorgorab, for example. It's random. With any other champion, like Apothecary, you click his A1 is a random 3-hitter. The first person you target, you know the first hit's going there, then the second and third hits are random. So you'd think the first hit would be not random, and then the second hit would be random. They're both totally random. I hate it. I bet you Polarium would be like, he's drunk, whatever, but I hate that. This would be great, but look at this bad luck. We just wanted some here. If it was an even distribution, this would have taken 12 bucks. With 11 bucks, we're still 2 away. I mean, it could have been worse, but it was really bad. It was really bad. So I really hope that doesn't happen with Brogni. So that will happen tomorrow, and then we're going to get that epic, and let's just check in on Deacon. We're getting really, really close. The A1, bad luck with Deacon, honestly, also. The A1 is the one we care the least about, and we've gotten 5 to land here. We only needed 5 here and then 2 here, but we only got 2 and then 1. But there's room for 5 more, if I'm not mistaken, right? That's 4, and then 5 more. I would really love for the book tomorrow to land anywhere but the A1. Honestly, I'd love for it to land on the A3, and then we just finish him off, because we're going to finish him off at this point. But yeah, pretty cool. Let's just go over a couple more things. We're going to get into that tournament ranking that said I was in 4th place, which is pretty interesting. That's even a surprise to me. I just want to quickly show you Faction Wars before it expires. Maybe it will expire while we're filming. If we go into Dark Elves, big push. This is almost nearly our 3rd Stage 13 faction, which is significant. I mentioned in the past, that is particularly useful to us because Stage 13, that is when... Sorry, guys, my wet hair is annoying me. This is the wet hair episode, if I didn't mention it in the intro, which I'm sure I will now. But Stage 13, this is their first chance at getting legendary materials, which gives you the chance. That's the material you need in the Forge for Perception and for Resilience, or for anything when you're farming Doom Tower 2. But you need the legendary materials, these guys, for a chance at 5 and 6-star gear. And, you know, we're getting to the point where we don't care about 4-star gear anymore. It's honestly, we want as much 6-star gear as we can. This is a 25% chance to get... let's see if we have an example that we can do. No, we don't have enough. But this would be a 25% chance to get 6-star gear when you have enough materials. But if you do a rank charm, then it's actually 50-50. And like 6-star gear is so important to an account like this, to any account really. That's pretty awesome. Guys, before we go into the Champ Training Tournament, that's the tournament you're seeing the thing about, let's just go into the arena because I just saw my tokens clicked up a notch. I will be honest, the one thing that's really slipped through the cracks is I'm not playing so crazy. I've just been focusing on Champ Training and then getting out. I'm not as on top of the arena as I would like to be. I let a whole arena refresh expire yesterday, actually, so I'll just admit that to you guys right now. And I'm less motivated. It's really hard to find wins. I can't get Deacon any faster. There's not that much I can do. It's pretty frustrating. I mean, they say the new patch, whatever it is, 4.3 or whatever it's going to be, is coming out in the next week. So, and that's supposed to have the arena matchmaking fix. Be pretty awesome if it does, and it makes a big difference right away. Let's get some True Fear on Ray. No. The only person we cared about, we don't get it. I didn't know she has a strip on that move. Broken. I hate all these people with their legendary champions, man. I'm getting so jaded. Pulled 3 total between this account and my main account. Everything I do is 100% free to play. I've pulled, what is it? I played for almost 230 days. Is that right? Yeah, 225 days between the 2 accounts combined. I've only ever pulled 3 legendary champions. Hack 1 Smash were great. Skartosis, alright. But these are still just cleansers, healers kind of guys. And then Elegaeus on this account. So it just stinks going up against... Now we'll try Zavia, I guess. Whatever. And you try Ray. It's just annoying. It's really annoying. Let's try this guy. You got these big, beefy champions. But are you actually any good? Let's try him out. I think this is the first time doing Arena in the middle in as long as I can remember. I'm sure I've not... Because you guys, anyone that watched my videos a lot, you know I always finish with Arena. I'm sure I've before not done this, but I don't know, kind of interesting. Let's pop them. We just need Gorgrab to drop. Okay, so this team is all Flash. All Flash with your Cardial. Ooh, I can do a little, not a rant, but a little commentary. Guys, I think it was update 4.1, the one in February, whenever Cardial came out, and when the Ashlon Fusion started. They had, is Cardial Sacred Order? He must be, right? Yeah, okay. They've clearly built up this awesome new model. And what by model I mean? I don't mean the skin. I don't mean this design specifically for Cardial, which is one of the best in the game. This is sweet, right? But this skin with like kind of the buff, protruding man or woman, like this, shoulders forward, you know, shoulders back, belly out, this kind of thing, with the big wings, right? And the shield. They clearly made this cool, what do you call it, model. And they're like, let's use it to death. And geez, have they done that. Ashlon. Minus the shield, same exact model. Where's his buddy? Where's Countess Lix? What, she's a demon spawn, right? And also Sissy a Flame Tongue we can show you. Same model. The chest is maybe a little further back. Maybe that's the lady model, but it's the same thing. Countess Lix, isn't she here? Same freaking model. Now, no swords and no shield, but it's the same thing. And I don't know. I know for me, I'm eating it up. I'm eating it up. I think it looks freaking great, these new champions. But it's just funny how they just made one new model, and it's like now all the new fancy champions are that model. But yeah, anyway, let's talk about this champ training tournament. Somehow we're in 4th place. I actually haven't checked this a single time, so we're all getting a new look-see. Yeah, cool. This is kind of what I was hoping to see, though. So I shouldn't say I didn't check it a single time. When I woke up, we had 0 points in it. I checked it. So this is, I don't know, 10 hours ago, something like that. Half a day ago, right after it started. And first place was at like 600 points. I was like, this doesn't seem like such a good group. And I think I was definitely right. So if we look, I've not been doing anything crazy with champ training. I haven't done any, bought any arena refreshes. I haven't done anything. I've just been, you know, going in, making 3-star chickens out of our commons and uncommons. We have 769 points. It's not that good, and we're in 4th place. I think we have a shot at winning this thing. For sure, a shot at placing top 3. That's why I decided, as much as it stinks that we just did a freaking 5-day champ training event, where yesterday I did an 8-hour stream to power through it on this account and my main account. We should probably go for it, right? This is a real, guys, if you're thinking about doing it, I really suggest it. What is this? So this is, we have 4 days to do it. Let's just call it 7,200 points, right? It'll be easier for our math really quick. So that would be what? 1,800 points a day would be 7,200. So just over 1,800 points a day for 4 days. I mean, that's really not hard. Especially if it's the only thing you're focusing like it's going to be for me. Maybe I'll do a bit of masteries once we 6-star Brogni, which I'll show you in a second. It's not happening this episode. It'll happen right after I finish filming, probably. We'll have Brogni at 6 stars, not fully leveled, and also Deacon at 6 stars, not fully leveled. So then I'll probably get into the masteries. Use a lot of gems on that. But I don't think, like, I haven't pushed this at all today, like I said. And 4th place, really close to 2nd place. I wouldn't mind getting 2nd place. I mean, as cool as the legendary gear would be, just placing top 3, the chance at 2 epic books for such a, what seems like a low effort, low investment too in terms of energy and gems. I think this is a must do, which stinks because I'm really don't want to do it. But yeah, decent transition also. Well, first let me show you the results of the little I've done today, and also what I did after I showed you the video yesterday when I said that we're going to finish that champ training tournament at 14,250, and then we did, right? So Brogni needs to go to 6 stars. I was going to have it ready for this video, and then I realized Brogni wasn't even at level 50 ready to go to 6 stars, so it wasn't an option. But how close are we? 2 5-star Hyreas. These are our first 2 chickens. We have the 5-star chicken we got from Advanced West, so we got 3 of them done. And then we just have these 2 we got to rank up. So we need 8 more 4-star chickens, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So we could do one right now if I wanted to. Should we do it right now? Let's just do it right now. Let's make it cleaner. I always do that, guys. When I go to this view, I always just X out instead of clicking back here. Where are these guys? Let's just throw a couple brews on them. Let's do my 4 brew method. This is not the most efficient. I've gone over in other videos. I can go over it in a whole separate thing if you guys are curious, but definitely level your food 3-star and higher. Definitely level it at least a bit because you're missing out on easy points. But we'll just do this way. Just throwing 4 brews on it, get to almost exactly level 21. You'll see in 1 second. Pretty good spot to get it to. That's 60 points every time you do it. And then, yeah, where are you? Where are you? Where are the Hyrias? And then let's just pick Pilgrim over here. Click, 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 click. Do I want to sacrifice the Temptress? Indeed I do. All right, so it's another 100 points. So now we're probably in, what, 3rd place or nearly there? Nearly 2nd place, honestly. And then if we get those 3, which actually I'll just line up right now while I talk about my next point, we'll get some more points out of that. But so now we just need to bring the one up, the one more 4-star level 40 chicken to 5 stars, and we're ready to bring Brogni once he's a level 50. But sorry, trying to multitask here, guys. But God, I can't remember what I was saying. But there's no big rush until we actually get Brogni to 50. That's the point I was getting to. But if you saw, also, this is also what I want to say, when we were in there, I have like a lot of, or at least the 4 necessary 3-star chickens at level 30 ready to go. I just need to get the food up, and I have so many 2-star chickens level 20 ready to go. Just got to slog through it. I wanted to come in here and just do a run or 2 so we can get the points and check back in all together as I rank up these just 5-star future chickens, but just getting these points. Look at that, 72 points. Don't sleep on leveling your food. I know most people don't, but in case if I can help one person, right, it's worth it. But I also want to show you that Skullcrown officially is my full-time farmer now, not Kale, which is important as we're eventually going to be moving Kale out of his like strictly damage build. Skullcrown, she's on average probably faster. This is going to be the time where she's about the same as Kale. But she can be anywhere from like 13 seconds to like close to 30 seconds, like 27 seconds. And the reason for that variability is her crit rate. I don't have her at 100% crit rate. For anyone who doesn't know, she's at 80% crit. And also she doesn't have that great damage. So we did crit on Prince Chimera, but she's still not perfect. Her attack's not that high. So without the increased attack buff, she's actually suboptimal in terms of her crit damage. So not perfect for a farmer, but that's not what we use her for. But as we get her masters on her, we get more and more counter procs. You see there 18 seconds without getting all crits. She's definitely better. She's definitely better. These guys are leveling up a little unevenly, as you see, because the Hyria started at level 3, because we just finished up the High Elves faction wars, and I just had them in there as just to get a couple easy levels. So we got 2 levels out of it. Whatever, it's 6 points each, right? So 12 levels, 24. 12 points from the 2 levels each, and then together 24 points. Why not? But yeah, you see, I do think she's slightly faster than Kale on average. You see there, this is about the low end, 24. Guys, whenever it does this freeze, that means the day must be changing over. Let me check the time. Yep, 8 o'clock my time. It just did. But yeah, so we're doing that, and I'm going all in on it. We've got a ton of gems. I'm not afraid to use them. I definitely want to get 2nd place at least, I think, for the 6 pieces of 6-star Epic Relentless. And guys, if you're at an account level, or just progression, like days-wise, similar to I am, let's just grab this Epic Book while we're in here. Day 70 officially started. We'll have that tomorrow for the CBC. Consider pushing tournaments like this. Look, we're in second place now. Consider pushing tournaments like this when you've got the shot. Yeah, this is going to be... I really would love to get 2nd place because Relentless Gear is amazing, especially as you get later and later on with better and better support champions. You're going to want to put a lot of them in Relentless. The only way you're going to be able to do that is to have a lot of options of Relentless Gear that you've earned over time. And as you get later on and later on, at higher account level, the tournaments are going to become unwinnable. Like, on my main account, I cannot win a tournament for the life of me unless I go crazy, B's to the W. Just go nuts on it and hope I get a lucky group too. And it's still almost impossible to get Relentless Gear at that point. Of course, that account's about 90 days ahead of this account, but I can feel it happening already. So keep an eye out, in this kind of early mid-game, mid-game that I'm in, that I think a lot of you guys, my viewers, might be in as well. Obviously, some of you might be earlier, some of you might be way ahead. But if you still have a shot at winning some of these and going for Relentless Gear, maybe consider going for it, because I'm telling you, it's going to get a lot harder to get 6-star 6 pieces of 6-star Relentless Gear. Hopefully we get the Legendary, but I'd be fine with the Epic. So pretty cool, easy tournament. But as you guys see, I'm building towards a point. Maybe you can tell. I'm not afraid to use these gems. We actually, I'll show you, have some energy we just earned. I don't know how much this is, but I haven't clicked it yet because I'm not going to use it yet from Faction Wars. But as you get more energy, what else we got? We have our weekly one. I think we still have one left. consider maybe using it, because I don't think most of us should go for Ruel. I've asked you guys in 2 videos now to give me your thoughts. You guys have. You guys have also let me know on Discord. Some people say go for it. Some people say don't. I think I've made my decision. I'll get to that in 1 second. But my bigger picture is I don't think this guy's worth it. You know, unless you've got books to spare, unless you're a bit of a spender or you're just very good at managing your resources and you didn't get Brogni and didn't want to invest in him. If you got legendary books, I think he will be worthwhile. But his moves, what? The A3 is on a 6-turn cooldown and the A2 is on a 4-turn cooldown, so you're going to have to book those down. And without it, and without Thea Tomb Angel, who's super late game, honestly end game kind of goal, I don't see how he's going to be that useful to so many of us. Of course, you could throw him in Faction Wars, but then he's just basically like our guy, or actually our girl. I was correct on this. This is a lady. Gorgeous lady over here, Elegaeus. We're just like legendary champion, fusion champion. It's cool to have, but it's just for Faction Wars. If you're free to play or like a very low spender, like I know some of you are if you're not free to play, you can't really afford to just... You can probably pull off the fusion, so maybe do it, which is my decision I'm making, which I'm going to get to in 1 second. But like you're not going to invest in the Elegaeus of the world. That's not Elegaeus. She's not bad, you know. The more I've actually seen her kit, I've used her in Faction. She's not that bad. I think Ruel will be similar. I bet you he's going to hit really hard, and I bet you if you pair him, if you get his cooldowns low enough so that his AOE hex that he himself puts out is up enough, then you can get the benefit from his passive and from his ignore defense from what's his A2. Sorry, remembering this at the top of my head. I should have pulled up his stats in front of me. It could be really cool. Or if you have Thea Tomb Angel, I'm sure he smacks. I'm sure he'd be really relevant. But he's not going to help a lot of us for like 100 more days. Minimum. If not 150, 200 days. So maybe you want to stash him. But he shouldn't be someone you're breaking your back over like Brogni, who's going to help everyone, their mom, their dad, their grandpa, their grandpa, their grandpa, their grandma. Like, this guy's just so good everywhere. Even in this not crap, but mediocre... just random gear I threw on him just to get him at a decent speed with some decent accuracy. He's not that good at all, but he's still so good. So I can only imagine how insane he's going to be when he's 6-star up and running for an account like this. But also on my main account, he's so good there too on a closer to late game account, you know, where I'm doing stage 20 dungeons and I'm working on the hard Doom Tower. But Ruel is not that guy for 95+% of us. So the decision, not right now, no ads right now. What are we going to do for Ruel on this account? What have I decided? I am not going to prepare for this fusion at all. It is May 4th right now when I'm filming, so that's 7 days. He starts May 11th, so I guess he's going to start on a Tuesday, May 11th, a week from today. I'm not going to do any of my normal prep. The only prep I will do is I'm not going to pull my shards. I guess we have a 10x coming up this weekend, unless it's a 10x on like Cold Hearts or a 10x on something. Obviously, it's not going to happen, a 10x on a rare champion, but something I just find truly irresistible. Maybe there's a 10x on Royal Guards, something that would just change our PvE, our progression. Then maybe I would pull the trick, but I'm happy to sit on this. I'm happy to sit on this. Whatever. We can wait for Ruel. I'm using mystery shards because I need food for fodder to keep going in this champ training tournament, but I don't need much, so I'm sure I'll have at least 400 left over. I don't think it should be too hard to stay over that cap, but I'm not prepping my silver. If there another artifact enhancement event comes around, this artifact enhancement, I should just show you guys that one. If I feel like I want to do a few more things here. If I think, when I do some champ change tonight, if I think 4,000 is a possibility, probably won't be, but maybe I'll push it. Honestly, I probably won't, guys. What I'm saying is another artifact enhancement comes before him, where I think there's artifacts we've gotten in the interim that need to be leveled. I will do it. I'm not gonna change my play at all for him, but I will passively, comfortably go for him. And if it's too hard, it's too hard. We drop out. If it comes out and already I can tell when that announcement shows up in the news. Once I make the fusion calendar for all of y'all and share that video, once I see that, it's already too hard, if you saw something like this and, we can't, this is the little Brogni warning. Where's the old Brogni one? Is that not here? Yeah, here, when we get the little calendar and stuff, once I map that all out, if I can just tell Ruel, you can only miss one event and you're probably going to have to get top rewards in Summer Rush, blah, 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 then I'll just decide before even day one we're going to skip him. But if he looks like Yoshi, if he looks like Iron Brago, that was even a bit easier than Yoshi, we'll go for it, but no prep, no breaking my back, no tears when we don't, if and when we don't get him. But it's free to play. I need I have to come to terms with a series like this if I want to progress really fast and show you guys a model of something that you other free to players, low spenders can do. I have to build my activity around events and tournaments. It's the only way we're ever going to get, these kind of things where there's epic books over here, which I'm sure there will be a champ training with an epic book or something along those lines, or a void shard. during the Ruel fusion, and we have to go for it because every event and tournament for that 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, will be a Ruel special. You know, a Ruel event, Ruel tournament. I'm going to get really sick of saying this guy's name. Brogni, that rolled off the tongue. Brago, Yoshi, but Ruel. It sounds like I'm stuttering. But yeah, if I have to get these rewards, it's my only chance. So I'm going to have to go at least partially for those events, and we'll see how hard it actually looks. But I'm super down to rip through some gems. Even after we finish this champ training tournament, I want to go in on the Minotaur a lot. Once we get Brogni to 6 stars, like I said, him and Deacon, we're throwing them in there with Skull Crown. Kale, our only guy, done with his masteries. And then I guess we'll probably throw in Claude or Apothecary and just let it rip. And I'm excited about it. That kind of covers everything. I was going to wrap up with Arena. I'm just looking at my notes, but we did Arena in the middle. So, guys, let me know. Are you excited for Clan vs. Clan tomorrow? Because I really, really am. Not just for an opportunity. Probably the biggest reason I am excited on this account, and especially on my main account, because I have so many books saved. I just want to dump them. I'm ready to invest. I'm ready on this account for legendary books to use all at once on an account like this early. It's pretty exciting. But also, like anyone who remembers, it was only 2 weeks ago, exactly 2 weeks ago, that Clan vs. Clan, the rewards were, for an account like this, they were juicy. You know, there was a nice chunk of energy. I think we got like 10 3-star chickens. We got like 3 or 4 ancient shards. So it's nothing to scoff at. I'm all about it. Anyway, guys, I've been Fastidious. Remember, it is free to play. It's also free to click. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. We're getting closer to 500 every single day, and I would love to hit that goal. But thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Fastidious.